Hello, my friends. We're back on another Sunday Salmagundi. Tonight we're playing Shovel Knight, the Treasure Trove Edition, which basically means it comes with all the DLCs, but for the sake of things, we're just playing the main storyline. Body swap mode.
Can I get that IRL, please? That it says, "What up, homie?"
What up, my friend?
We do have an ad coming up in about 1:30. Aww, the dragon's cute.
Yup.
about to go into that ad break in about 5 seconds here. And there is the creepy panda.
Hello.
And hello to Dead, who is saying, drink, drink, drink. And this is why I kept the herbal tea over here. And Brisko has water bottle. I don't think our Mr. Creepy Panda has popped up much in here, so I'll introduce. He does mostly horror streaming. In fact, he's also been doing Doom and BioShock recently. Feel free to throw in what else you've been playing. Those are the ones I remember most. And Dead Arts also does art streaming. I don't know if I've mentioned that before. And since we have new people in the room, I don't mean like new people to the show, but people who just tuned in. You want to tell us just a little bit about this Shovel Knight game?
Well, it basically kicked off the whole like retro aesthetic renaissance, as it were. With its with the pixel art graphics and the chiptune music. Also with the very simplistic, like, we swing the shovel, we jump, and we have a pogo attack. Now, it's not to say we don't get other stuff along the way, but, like, show your face sooner or later, the cerulean coward. Turn back, Shovel Knight. There's nothing here for you anymore.
Stand aside, Black Knight. I've no quarrel with you. I must return to the Tower of Fate.
Your time away has dulled your senses, can't you see? This entire valley has been conquered by the Enchantress, and her invincible knights of the Order of No Quarter stand between you and the tower. But none of that matters, because anyone after the Enchantress has to go through me. Steal thy shovel. Got him.
Right on. Neither L says Shovel Knight.
Correct.
Mr. Creepy Panda says, oh, in response to me asking about what else he's been playing. Dead Space, Alien Isolation. Though I may slow it down a bit and play Bear with me, which you might like. I think that's to me. Nither L has redeemed Give Brisko an Accent and says, meanwhile, in Greek Soviet Ireland.
Meanwhile, in Greek Soviet Ireland, Shovel digs you. Halt, no weapons. We have enough to worry about lately without everyone swinging swords around. Oh, that's no weapon, it's just a shovel. You may enter then, don't forget. Press up to talk to everyone. Hail traveler, I am but simple bard, but I have big problem. I have lost all of my music sheets. My entire repertoire lays scattered across the land. If you ever find music sheet, return it to me and I shall reward you handsomely. Woo! You have 2 music sheets, magnificent. Hell yeah, I'll take 500 gold for each. Let's see here. Oh, you have found Strike the Earth. Woo! Now that I have music sheet, I can perform for you anytime. Just ask. Goatishin. Well, he's a goat. I assume he's a magician. Magic or health, or just eat a tin can. Why, yes. I will buy your ticket.
But I do believe he is also still in Greek Soviet Ireland.
Everybody is in Greek Soviet Ireland tonight, apparently. A meal ticket, hand it to me. I will get to work on my best recipe. I will dazzle your palate in no time or less. So bon appetit and pardon the mess.
I love it.
Phew! Life up. you really the Shovel Knight? Prove it by digging up this dirt. You really are Shovel Knight. Yeah, we found another music sheet. Let's go talk to the bard. You have music sheet. Please accept 500 gold as a reward. You have found Pastoral, having my music piped into shopping centers. I suppose it does pay the bills. Now that I have music sheet, I can perform it for you anytime. Hello, fish friend. All hail the Truple King? Half trout and half apple, pronounced like mouthful.
Trapple.
Trouple?
Trouple?
Trouple. I don't have enough money to buy a chalice. I suppose peaceful solitude is too much to ask for, but as long as I'm stranded here, pass the time with a little game, we'll just need 100 gold first. Things you can hit them toward targets for points. trout, half apple. That's pronounced I-core. Okay.
We have an ad break coming in less than a minute.
So should I go to the Lich Yard or Pridemore Keep?
Which one's on the left?
Well, they're both technically on the left.
Which one is lefter? Also, Thaddeus' interesting dance show.
It was, but I hope I don't have to do that every time I want to fill up the thingy. Neither one is really more left.
Then go to the bigger one, in my opinion. Or you could fool the audience.
I could. What do y'all think? We have Pridemore Keep, Lair of King Knight, or the Lich Yard, Lair of Spectre Knight.
So, keep or lich?
Keep or Yard?
Keep or yard?
Oh. Well, I gotta beat them both, but...
Oh, we're in a ad break. That's the part of the problem. It's only 40 seconds to done.
Right on.
So I would just wait, because like I know there's at least one or two people who aren't able to hear you during an ad break.
That's valid.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're back from break. For those of you who had the ad break, we were trying, Brisko was trying to decide which of two places to go. And the options are?
The options are either Pridemore Keep, home of King Knight, or the Lich Yard, home of Spectre Knight. I have to beat them both, but since it doesn't really matter what order I do it in, I figured I'd, ask throw the question out into the world. Yard or Keep?
Yeah, yard or keep. Feel free to throw your opinion in there. I think he's about to flip a coin. So if you have an opinion, please throw it in. Yard or keep?
I'm just gonna do the yard.
Do the yard? Alright. My opinion was left, and then he was like, they're both left. He said, Creepy Panda said keep. And Thaddeus said yard. And you got which one on your coin flip?
Keep.
Right on. So we ended up with a split vote, and that works. And I'm gonna I have gotten that sorted out where we had a little bot action there. So what is your goal in this part?
Run to the right and try not to die.
Woohoo! Very good. Wait, was that you winning a stage, or was that you dying?
That would be dying.
Oh, I thought you were winning. That thing was cute. That adorable little Casper is a murder hobo?
Yes.
Aww. Oh my goodness. That guy looks bigger than you're ready for. Or not?
Or just something simple enough for me to run from.
This is no place for the living, mortal. You shall be summoned when it is your time. And everyone has a time, as we saw with your beloved Shield Knight.
Lies. I won't believe such talk from phantoms. Your very existence is a vile deception.
The Enchantress is just full of surprises. She granted me new life, so that I may take yours. We are going into an ad break in less than a minute, just FYI. After which, I think I'll do the first trivia question.
Cool.
Did you win?
I did.
Right on.
It's shoveling time. Good to know.
Alright, the first question is the hardest question. And it's hard. The other questions are shorter, poppier, and fun. Alright, here's the first question. Like I said, this is the hard one. What is unusual about the origin of Shovel Knight? A. It was funded by an individual who had the idea but no ability to make it into an actual game. B. It began as a comical lunch conversation and became an actual game via Kickstarter. C. After hearing the premise of the game, one of Katy Perry's backup dancers funded the development of Shovel Knight. D. It was the last project funded by Fig, a video game-only funding site, before Fig was acquired by a company called Republic. So basically, like a person had the idea, couldn't make it, so they funded it. B, there was a comical lunch conversation, and then it was funded on Kickstarter. C, one of Katy Perry's backup dancers heard the idea and funded it. D, it was the last project funded by Fig before Fig was bought out. Thaddeus says D, but he's guessing. Which, like I said, this is the hardest question, so, like, that's completely understandable.
I'll say B, but I'm just guessing too.
You're B, like beta?
Yes.
Alright, so Brisko says B.
Be gone from our throne room, knave. I'm no more an intruder than you. You aren't even a real king.
Oh, but you are mistaken. The enchantress saw me for my fabulously regal self, and now all bow before me.
You're naught but a decadent dandy. Prepare to taste justice. Shovel justice.
Silence! I'm not sure if anyone else is going to want to guess. I see that Azzy is back on from last time. Hello. Oh, I think we lost Mr. Creepy Panda. But I think this is a bit late for him anyway.
Nice.
I'm gonna give it just another minute or so, and then I will do the answer, and then give another question. I just realized that some of my questions might be a little bit harder than I thought. I don't know what's going on in the game, but I don't like it. There were harsh looking things, like poking at that adorable little Casper.
Nice.
You're going to the gastronomer.
I am the gastronomer. And I just opened up more of the map.
Woohoo! You just stretched it out a little further then?
Yep, just a skosh.
That man is a horse.
Yup.
Was that a kangaroo?
Yup.
A kangaroo wouldn't be able to hold a bumper chute or a parasol. They have problems with their front paws, I think. Oh, maybe they could.
Nice.
What was that again?
Treasure Knight, Mole Knight, or Plague Knight? Explodatorium.
I say that.
Yeah, sure. For chivalry.
Bam! Brisko plays nailed it with B. Kickstarter. Incidentally, there was a game funded by one of Katy Perry's backup dancers. It just wasn't this one. Like, basically all of those ones that I grabbed except for A were based on true story. We're going into an ad break in mere seconds. Then I'll put up another question when we get back. I know some of you are with us even during these ad breaks, but not everyone is. That looked like it hurt.
Yeah, that definitely stung.
Alright, we are back from our ad break. By the way, one of the issues that was getting in the way of creating our emotes is that I didn't have a stylus that would work with the drawing program I have. And a good friend of mine... please make the noise. Thank you. A good friend of mine got me a stylus set for my birthday that has a smaller, more precise stylus And I think that was gonna fix that problem. If so, we are very, very close, as in like this week probably, to having the first couple of emotes come up. Alright, so here is... And this is where I was like, this is gonna be so easy, and then I was like, oh wait, not everybody is as familiar as I am with certain things across the pond. So, still, it's gonna be easier than the other question, at least. So, the game is called Shovel Knight. And I knew nothing about it until he opened it tonight. So, I ran with the word knight. Oh, my question is so long I need to split it up. Well, that happens, doesn't it? It is often an indicator that perhaps I have overthought things. Alright. Which of the following is not true about British knighthood? A. In almost all cases, male UK citizens are knighted within a larger ceremony by being dubbed, in which the monarch or appropriate representative lays a bare sword blade on his right shoulder, then his left, after which they use the title Sir. To be clear, I'm not saying most people get knighted. I'm saying when someone gets knighted, that is generally how it's done. B. Foreign citizens who are given the honorary knighthood are not dubbed. In other words, there's no sword action. And they do not use Sir. C. A female receiving knighthood is also dubbed and is called Sir. D. Though knights supported the monarch in battle in medieval times, knighthood has no military obligation. Like modern knights, no military thing. So which one is not true? Those are a lot of potions. Thaddeus is saying D. Do you want me to answer him again for you?
Yes, please.
Do you want me to read it verbatim or give you the quick and dirty?
Quick and dirty.
Okay, which one is not true about British knighthood? The process generally is for a male UK citizen. They get tapped by the sword on the right and then the left, and then they have the title Sir after that. B, if they are foreign citizens, don't get tapped with the sword and they don't get to use Sir if they're given an honorary knighting. C, women receiving knighthood are still tapped with the sword and still given Sir. D, though the knights supported the monarch in battle in medieval times, knighthood has no military obligation now. So it's which one is not true? I'm gonna give it like a minute to see if anybody else answers. Neither L says damn holes. Bam! Brisko plays nailed it. A female knight is a dame. She is not dubbed, so no sword action, and she is called Dame instead of Sir. For example, Dame Helen Mirren.
Or Dame Judy Deck.
Yup.
would you believe that once upon a time I used to be good at these kinds of games?
You mean you used to have time to play them more often?
Yeah. Leave me alone. Show yourself play light, Knight. Your trickery will not stop me.
Trickery! Ha! The fruits of my research are no mere trick. Boom, hee hee. Now let's have a lesson, shall we? I promise it will be enlightening. have one more question for the night. And I'm popping it in right now. This one, I think, might be a little easier. Okay. Which of the following celebrities has not actually been knighted and should not have Sir before his name? A. Sir Elton John. B. Sir Anthony Hopkins. C. Sir Mark Sinclair. D. Sir David Attenborough. So which one should not have the Sir? I want to pet that whale. I feel so bad for it. It looks like it's like trapped in SeaWorld or something. It has sad eyes and like a frown. Did you see the frown?
I did not, baby. But admittedly, I wasn't looking all that closely.
Because this is why one of my friends, I'm not going to say who, but it's the one that calls me twin, the one that I call that person twin and they call me twin. They both, like we both said, our last words are going to be at a zoo going, "Oh, here kitty kitty." Like at a tiger cage. Cause it's just a kitty. Please note, do not actually pet tigers. I am not actually recommending petting animals where there are signs that say don't pet them. And I don't really know what a zoo looks like, because I think I was at one when I was like 4. But I only have one memory, and it was like getting ready to go into the zoo area. It wasn't like even the zoo. So which of the following celebrities should not have Sir? A. Sir Elton John. B. Sir Anthony Hopkins. C. Sir Mark Sinclair. D. Sir David Attenborough.
I'm guessing C.
Alright. I'm gonna give a few more minutes to see if anyone else wants to jump in. Alright, last call on that question. I'm gonna read it one more time though. Which of the following celebrities has not been knighted and should not have Sir before his name? A. Sir Elton John. B. Sir Anthony Hopkins. C. Sir Mark Sinclair. D. Sir David Attenborough. And Brisko says it's C. This is kind of the last call. Up. Thaddeus agrees, it's C. Bam! Thaddeus and Brisko nailed it. Vin Diesel, aka Mark Sinclair, is the answer. Even if he was given honorary knighthood he would not have to serve. Incidentally, David Attenborough was knighted twice. He was knighted in 1985 by Queen Elizabeth II. So the Queen Elizabeth that everybody grew up with, you know, having on the throne. And then he received an even more prestigious honor when the now King Charles, then Prince Charles, appointed him a Knight Grand Cross of the Order of St. Michael and St. George at Windsor Castle. So that's an entire second knighthood. And that was in 2022. throwing inker? That's a formidable weapon, isn't it?
It'll certainly be useful. gems, my vessel, my ocean, your very presence tarnishes. You are to lay claim to the sea itself. Your greed knows no bounds, treasure knight. Your hands are no less dirty. Even now others are paying for your avarice. Let us duel, winner take all. Must have passed it already.
See, look at his mouth and his eyes. He looks sad.
Well, the land is in turmoil.
Also, heads up, 12:52.
Rather than get involved in a whole other level, reckon this is where I'll call it. So this was Shovel Knight. Thank you for coming along on the journey. If you're interested in seeing me finish the game, send any thoughts, questions, comments, concerns, or requests to thank you, my friend, you as well. Anyway, send those to briskoplayesemail@gmail.com. Follow me if you're not already. We are working on more and entertaining and interesting things for y'all. If you're interested in other things that I've played for Sunday Salmagundi, we have a YouTube with a playlist that has all of the Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday games. So check that out if you want to be kept up on things. And as always, thank you and good night.